Do you want to stay happy, but without ending your problems? Then this video is for you. Friends, we cannot get rid of all our problems completely, but still we can stay happy, cool, and positive all the time. How? We will understand it with a story. Once John becomes seriously ill. He had been admitted to the hospital nearby. In the hospital, another patient was also there in the room, next to the window, named David. Gradually, they two became good friends. Because John was very far from the window, so David used to spend few hours seeing out of the window and try to delight his bedridden companion with the descriptions of the beautiful world outside, so that John can forget his pain temporarily. But surprisingly, as time passes on, rather than being happy, John started to feel frustrated with these descriptions. Reason for the frustration was, why I can't see out of the window and enjoy. Eventually, John grew to dislike David, and then to hate him intensely, for his own inability to enjoy the world outside. One night, due to some respiratory disorder, David faced some problem in breathing, and then suddenly stopped breathing. In this emergency situation, instead of pressing help button, calling doctors, or doing anything to save his friend's life, John chose to do nothing, and kept on observing idly. On the very next morning, when everything was going usual, but David, who always tried to make his bedridden friend happy with the vivid description of the world outside the window, declared dead. Now David was no more, and he had been wheeled out of the hospital room. On the other hand, John was not sad, but was excited instead. He expressed his wish and was quickly placed next to the window, so that he can also witness and enjoy that beautiful world outside the window, which David used to see. But when he saw out of the window, he discovered that there was nothing like that which David used to tell him. Window was facing an old brick wall instead. Now he realized that David was just imagining those incredible scenes to make the world of his friend a little bit better during his difficult time, so that John can stay happy for a while. Now, he's lost a friend who was selflessly extending his love and care for him. But he had learned something incredibly important from this incident, which we should also learn. Whenever we encounter a difficult time, we must continuously ask ourselves that, is there any wiser or more enlightened way of looking at this seemingly negative situation? We will find hundreds and thousands of reasons to stay positive and happy, even in that extremely negative situation. But all our attention is concentrated on that one single reason, which is making our situation negative. Is it hypothetical to do this? Absolutely not. We have a number of examples. There are some great personalities. I will definitely do another video in detail on them. These are the people who may also be among us. They lived legendary lives, but even their lives were full of problems and challenges. The only reason for their success is they never waited for the happiness to come. but they created it, in whatever condition they were. Because the reality is, no one can change the entire world, but can definitely change one thing. That is, our own perspective, as David did. As in order to protect our feet, it is always better to use footwear, rather than to cover the entire ground with carpet. So please do not try to be happy by ending your problems. You will never be. But the skill is how we learn to stay happy with them by changing our own perspective of how we perceive the situation. Believe me, this simple step can make us happy in any situation. This video is motivated by Maintain Your Perspective, 3rd chapter in a wonderful book, Who Will Cry When You Die, by Robin Sharma. You'll find link in the description if you wish to read this wonderful book. If you liked our video, please give us thumbs up and support us by subscribing the channel. In the end, thanks for watching.